Top of the hour, let's get you the latest statement that is now coming in from US President Donald Trump on India, where he has presented a positive front on tariff talks between Washington and New Delhi, adding that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, according to him, is a very smart man. And he's saying that the Prime Minister of India, who was recently in the US, and he says that we've always been on good terms, very good friends, and India is one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. But he calls Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a very smart man and a great friend of Donald Trump, and saying that the both of them had very good talks.
Mr. President, how is the talks with India on tariff going on? And what is the expectations from India? How much do you want them?
Well, as you know, Prime Minister Modi was here just recently, and we've always been very good friends. India is one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. You know that. I know. Thank you for shaking your head, but it's brutal. It's brutal. They're very smart, and he's a very smart man and a great friend of mine, actually. And we had very good talks. I think it's going to work out very well between India and our country. Very, very well. And I want to say you have a great Prime Minister.
Now, here is Donald Trump as far as reiterating India's high tariff plans, but also saying when it comes to one other ties and friendship with India and also with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he says that he's a very good friend, and saying that he is positive that all talks are going in a positive way. And also this statement that is coming when he declared a 25% tariff on all imported vehicles entering the United States as well. And the reciprocal tariff plan is something that he's been threatening other countries. But Srinjoy, good morning. With India, it's a different kind of a statement or a relationship that Donald Trump shares, because he just has reiterated as far as his close friendship with Prime Minister Narendra Modi is concerned, obviously also saying that India is one of those countries, according to him, which charges the highest tariffs.
Oh, yes, with Donald Trump, you can expect anything. So the American president has said that, yes, Narendra Modi is a great guy, and that's at least, if nothing else, a positive, and a very significant positive in these difficult times, because he has picked fights with lots of people, the Prime Minister of Canada, various other people. But the issue of tariffs has to be worked out. There's no dispute about that one, because as far as India is concerned, India is making one point very clear. India has told the Americans that, look, you wanted lower tariffs on the Harley-Davidson. We actually did it. And at this point, the lowest tariff on Harley-Davidson, if you import all the parts and assemble it here, it's about 10%. So, yes, let's work on it. Let's work together on it. And that process has already begun. So that's a positive development. Now, where this will go, where the tariff situation will be, when the India-America free trade agreement will be signed, remains to be seen. As far as the 25% tariff on cars is concerned, it's not going to affect India very much.
All right.
Even on trucks.
Well, Srinjoy, please to stay on with us. We're trying as many reactions as possible. Mr. Ashok Sajjanhar is connected with us. Sir, good morning to you. Now, this is another time. Do you believe, as far as Donald Trump, he has been continuously changing his stance, but as far as reciprocal tariffs is concerned, he always makes a mention of India, when it comes to the highest tariffs, but also on the same breath, he has highlighted his friendship with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So what do you believe, where exactly it is headed? Because he says India is a high tariffing nation and he's announced reciprocal tariffs. So how does India react?
I think Trump is trying to balance it both ways, meaning he is sweet-talking India by praising Prime Minister Modi, etc. But still, he has given no indication that he will relent as far as the imposition of reciprocal tariffs are concerned. And I feel that both substantively as well as in terms of signaling and giving a message, what he does, what the United States does on the 2nd of April is going to be very significant. At that time, none of this sweet talk is going to help. If the United States does impose tariff, I think it's going to be a big shock, not only substantively in terms of what items are covered, etc., or what is the exact range. So substantively, it will be there, but I think even a bigger shock will be to the psyche and to the thinking of the people of India in terms of how they look at the United States, how they assess their relations with the United States, because till the time Trump came to office, India was always thinking, that this is a very significant partnership. It's a very consequential partnership. It's a partnership based on trust, and we need to take it forward. But if the tariffs are imposed, I think that is really going to jolt and shake the confidence that the people of India have in this relationship. And we also might be sort of, forced to look at other alternatives in terms of hedging our, what we need to do forward from here.
All right, remains to be seen exactly how the situation pans out. Mr. Sajjanhar, thank you very much for your point of view. Here is the US President Donald Trump reaffirming his concerns over India's high tariffs while praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a great friend and a very smart man.
Mr. President, how is the talks with India or tariff going on, and what is the expectation from India? How much do you want?
Well, Prime Minister Modi was here just recently, and we've always been very good friends. India is one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. You know that. I know. Thank you for shaking your head, but it's brutal. It's brutal. They're very smart, and he's a very smart man and a great friend of mine, actually. And we had very good talks. I think it's going to work out very well between India and our country. Very, very well. And I want to say you have a great Prime Minister.
Donald Trump there expressed